Beautiful Mandalay Casino and Resort at Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. It's the Geary, Stein, and Steven show with your co-host Troy Geary. And yes, even Will Stein is here. And of course, your host, fresh off his one-man, legless tribute to Elvis Presley, the hardest working man in show business this week, Dave Stevens.
Checking out the mute buttons, all these things. So much chaos and craziness going on. But we've got the tribe back together again. I got Will Stein here. Say hi, Will.
Hello, everybody.
How you doing, by the way?
Well, as long as you don't inhale it, you're fine. If you inhale it, you'll be coughing for weeks.
Okay, well, don't inhale.
No smoking inside here, Will. No
That's what
smoking.
Bill Clinton said. Don't inhale. And Troy is here, and so I don't know what we have for you this time, but I think we have a guest coming up. Oh no,
I'm sorry, man. Today
No.
is not your lucky day.
not
Oh,
again!
Will. Jeez.
Oh,
Again.
no.
All right, go take some more selfies, Will. Go
Poor
take some
Will.
selfies.
This is now like a running gag,
It's a
but
running joke. It's a running joke. Not good.
Oh, it feels good to be back.
all right. It's like Ryan is
But
like
but now this is official.
it's our co-host
I'm so
Ryan
far from the
Ochoa
camera.
joining us. There you go. We'll fix that up. You look great.
I like I
So
like
I know we got to talk a little bit briefly last night about your career,
Good to see you.
but I want to talk iCarly. You know,
wow, yeah, we didn't talk about that.
what was that like? Replacing and being a part of legends like Gibby and all those guys that were a part of that show, stepping in. What was that like?
Wow, what a great question, actually. I've never really answered or been asked that. I will start off with that. It was a very special time in my life. And what I like to tell people that some may not always think about is I was a 12-year-old kid. I was literally a middle schooler, and I was on a hit show like that. And for me to be able to be surrounded by not just talented people, but really humble and down to earth, and especially like Miranda and Jeanette and Nathan and Jerry Trainer, people like that have grown up in the industry. They were not just friends to me, but they were inspirations and kind of helped show me the ropes for when I was, put into a position that they were in when I got to go and be on Pair of Kings, right? But anyway, it was obviously very fun. We had a good time and we made great content, great television. But I would say for me, it was just really cool because I was so young, and some may not think about that, that I was just a middle schooler that got to work with really, really talented people.
And the funny part, as a dad with kids that were watching that show, you watch as an adult, and it was a good crossover. There was humor, there was some subtle things that
Yes.
you could get by with and stuff like that. So, such a great program. And again, you're one of those stars that has not just been on one thing and done and had become a heroin addict or whatever those things that sometimes happen to the we're talking not
Oh,
talking
boy.
Facts to Life cast here or
Yes,
something like that.
yes.
But you've now turned that into an amazing career and
Yeah.
so young. Again, I'd like to talk about this movie project that you
Yes.
got coming up. Just talk about where it came from. How did where do you just start to go, I'm going to write a movie? How do you do that? What do you do? Where do you put the scenes? They enter here. Here's your mark. Like, how did you come up with all that?
Wow, I love the actual behind the scenes when you really stop and think about it. Yes, because that was me for literally, 6 months. But actually, I do want to actually talk about what you said before about transforming my career and really going from a Disney Nickelodeon actor to now a filmmaker now, and really taking my career in my own hands, because I think that's very important for any aspiring young actor, that over time you really just can't sit and wait for opportunities anymore to happen. You have to take it into your own hands. You have to do things yourself. And for me, that's why I really wanted to start writing my own scripts and playing my own characters that I envision for myself, but also for other people, like my family, writing roles for my family, and not just for me, and I think that's the beauty part of being a filmmaker in general. and why I look up to directors like Quentin Tarantino and Martin Scorsese. People like they know the industry, but you also, for me, looking at people like them, they're not actors. You know, they're filmmakers and they're visionaries. And for me, I kind of came to the realization that, like, hey, I don't have to write a movie just because I want to act in it. You know, I'm a filmmaker. I just want to tell good stories. You know, and then to answer the second part of your question is, I feel very lucky, very blessed, and I've been surrounded by very, very influential, passionate, aspiring people. So when I came to the point of writing my very first screenplay, I had a good support system around me to help me guide into the right direction of what is the first step in writing the script. Where do you start? Thankfully, I've been telling stories, since I was a teenager, working on iCarly and Pair of Kings. I would do short films and stuff, so I kind of knew what to do. But when it came to writing an actual big feature film like we did, it wasn't just, I wasn't going into it green, let's say, And anyway, I'm very excited for people to see it. The film's called Second Chances, and Dave, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, well, if you need a guy whacked, I'm your guy. I got IMBD, so you never know.
There you go.
I want to ask you about the celebrity sweat flag football game.
Yes.
If anybody has been watching or following Ryan on Instagram, he's been training. So if this is not just some charity thing, you're actually gonna come and play. So kind of talk about the training that you've been doing and the game itself.
Oh, I love it. I love that question. I would say it's actually been a focal point of my life the past 2 months. I've been putting in a lot of work. We'll say that, and I feel that for my Ryanators and the Ryanator family. I don't use the word fans. We have to say it. For my Ryanator family, they all know that I'm a gym rat. I even wrote the lyric in our debut album with others. Might be a gym rat, and I got game. I work out. They know I love the weights all the time. I love to work out at night. But when it came to this, I had to switch things up a little bit. But I will give a shout out. I do want to give a shout out to Callie Strong, especially to Jim Strauss at Callie Strong, because he's the one that told me, that RG3 and all these big celebrities and actual NFL football players lifting weights, but treat the cardio becomes a big factor into it. So I've done more cardio in my life the past 2 months than to get ready for this. So I've taken it really serious, which is why, especially to be here in Strasser at Cali.
Well, let me give you a little advice, because I've played in a lot of these, and those old timers, they start moving around slow, and then they see you young bucks running up and down the field, and they start feeling like they have to compete, and then their hamstrings are hurting by halftime, and so pace yourself, because they're going to wear down quickly. These guys that think they can still play and they want to fly down the field. So
it's funny you say that, because as I've been doing like my training, and I've been training with my dad, my brothers, and it's funny you say that, because as I've been doing like my training, and I've been training with my dad, my brothers, and doing my runs and whatever. Towards the very last 30 minutes of my workouts, I always say, all right, final stretch. Ryan, think of it. It's fourth quarter, 5 minutes left. The coach tells you we need a couple Hail Marys from you.
It'll go by fast too. Believe me, they're so fun. And once you're out there, you forget that it's an exhibition, and you're really going to want to get those juices flowing. So, yeah, man, it's going to be great. And hopefully we'll be there to see you, and we'll either film an interception or TD from you, or or RG3 flying by you or something like that. So
that's my quarterback. You're getting me.
You're right. RG3.
Yeah.
Well,
So quickly, I know you got to go soon. Let's talk about music again.
Yes,
So another
yeah,
aspect that you guys
definitely
don't
touched
get credit for, and you know, you're not the Backstreet Boys, you're not in sync.
my
You
quarterback.
guys are.
Oh yeah, you're on Ochoa Boys. Yes, I love that. You're right. No, we're one of the. Yes, we're unique. We're one of a kind. Thank you. I would love. My brothers and I had a dream many years ago to do something together. Yes, and music was that. We're one of us. We're that we unique. We'll really start right then. My brothers and I had a dream many years ago to do together, and somehow through literally start right then, and ironically figured out we loved the same genre at the time we did. But we just love collaborating and creating together. And I think as artists now, we just love collaborating and passion together. And I think as stems from because that's where the passion, being an inspiration, literally just writing music and creating, it doesn't really matter the genre anymore. It doesn't really matter genre anymore. It matters on what you're writing, what you're talking about, really just doing something together. Because the truth is, my brothers and I go through the same issues. We go through the same wins, the same losses. But then also we have our own, separate wins and losses that we go through together that we want to tell in our music. So it's definitely been I feel like an exciting journey now, and I feel like at this point in our career now, which is crazy, it's just the beginning, which is crazy. Hundreds and hundreds of performances, or had we like to call hundreds them, and over the years, hundreds of. But it still feels like the beginning. There's so much more to do, so many over the years. Right, but it still feels like there's so much more to do, so many more songs to write, so many more people to touch, and especially through music.
How do you deal with because again, when I grew up with a lot of these bands, watch the success, and then why decide to take up? No, so obviously you might be that Justin Timberlake of the group. Could be animosity instead of an ego. It's like there's Ryan's brothers.
Well, I would say maybe to some people think that, but no, it'll never be that. And it can never be that because if it was, we might as well not even be a group, especially if maybe even if my brothers felt that way or one of my brothers felt that way, if I had that mindset, I might as well not even, be a group with them. This is the thing, and this is why we've been able to make a career out of making music together. We're all equal. We all bring something to the group. We all contribute in our own ways. And when the time comes to really get down into the nitty-gritty, we're a team. We're all the same, and we all make the product together. It doesn't matter if one writes, a full song, one writes one lyric. We're all the same when it comes to the music. We are the Ochoa Boys. That's it.
Ryan, thanks a lot. We don't even know where albums drop anymore. So when is your guys' coming out?
Well, no, not on our new album. No, not on our new album. You guys can check out our album, R-Type. We actually, and then we just, that's our debut album that came out a couple years ago. And but it's still so fresh for a lot of people, again, because, every day someone new is finding us, finding our music. But about a month ago, we released a single right before the new year called Coast Another Singer. So check that out. And then we're actually getting ready to drop another single.
Okay, where can people find you? Where can they follow you on Instagram and Facebook? So you want to give all your plugs there.
Okay, so we have time. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know, it's a lot, right?
Okay, so we have time. Okay, so I'm on Instagram at Ryan Ochoa, on TikTok at Ryan Ochoa Official, and I'm on YouTube, one crazy right with the number 1. Then you can follow us. Our group is Ochoa Boy, OCHOA BOYE, on Instagram, TikTok, Apple Music, Spotify. Just look up Ochoa Boys.
And how much longer, Ryan? How much longer are you in town? Because I am so tired of people coming up to me and thinking I'm your twin brother because of our eyes. They say we look alike. I'm so tired of it. So when are you on?
Well, that's a compliment.
Stop bugging me.
I'm so lucky to look like you do. I'm here. I'm here through the Super Bowl.
All right.
I may go to the Super Bowl.
Any skin in the game? Any care?
No, not one care at all because
there you go.
You
just got to meet Hugh Jackson, who there's rumors he might be coming back. So,
well, he's not our offensive coordinator. He's not our offensive coordinator. There was rumors that they were talking.
Yeah, he told us off the record, so we better.
That's clearly not.
But all right, Ryan, thanks. We're going to take a quick commercial
But I did
break.
meet Max Crosby, by the way. I didn't tell you
That's
that.
right.
But I
That's
did meet
right.
Max Crosby, by the way. I didn't tell you that.
There you go. All right, we're
I
going to
just
take a
met
quick
Max
commercial break.
Crosby,
Thanks, Ryan.
and it was
Please
awesome.
stay in touch and let us help you. And if you got charity events or
Thank
anything
you,
like
guys.
that, you're a friend of the show now. Troy and I, we love you. So,
Well,
Thank you.
same
Appreciate
for
it.
you guys. I'm here if you need anything. Oh,
all right, stick with us. We're
Same,
going to throw in
guys.
a
I'm here if
secret
you
guest
need
here coming up. We're going to take a
anything,
commercial
always.
break. So, you're watching Geary, Stein, and Stevens. Don't go away.
Take a commercial break. So you're watching Geary, Stein, and Stevens.
Serendipity Yacht Cruises and Events wants you to come party with us in 2024. Mark your calendar for Saturday, May 4th, because we're calling all Star Wars fans with a costume contest and an awesome Star Wars prize. Then on Saturday, August 10th, it's a Hollywood Night of Dreams with music, games, contests, and surprises. Both parties will be at the beautiful South Shore Harbor Resort with amazing food, fun activities, live entertainment, and a cash bar, plus some additional surprises. Saturday, May 4th and Saturday, August 10th. Come party with us. SYCE. More than a yacht, it's serendipity.
Hi everybody, Dave Stevens here for the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show from Tropicana Field, home of the Tampa Rays. And you know what? Not everybody can be a Major League Baseball player, but you can look like $1 million. What's the best way to do that? Well, go to freshcleanthreads.com. Don't believe me? That's right, you can look professional, feel good, and not spend a lot of money by wearing Fresh Clean Threads. They have amazing shirts. They've got Henleys and polos, long sleeves, and even bomber jackets. And if you like them, you can save some money by typing in the show code GSS Show from the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show to save 20% off. So if you can't be a major leaguer and you want to dress like one, well, go to freshcleanthreads.com. That's freshcleanthreads.com. Tell them Dave sent you. Use that code GSS Show.
They can strike anytime or anywhere. You can have one while giving a speech at your best friend's wedding or in the middle of your uncle's funeral. It's called a wingasm, and it occurs when you bet and win with MyBookie. And this football season, enjoy more wingasms than ever with new features like early cash out. So you can pull out and enjoy an early wingasm, then bet those funds immediately. Tired of waiting all day for your money? We've increased the speed of bet settlement. And with enhanced game lines and live betting and streaming, you can bet right up until kickoff, then place more bets during the game. Oh, and what would a new season be without our $100,000 Survivor contest? And a super contest with a cash pot of $250,000. Have more wingasms, more often with MyBookie.
All right. I am back here at the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show. Troy had to go to the powder room, so that gives me an opportunity to have a surprise guest just a little bit of time before she's off on a busy day. We have Katrina Stuart joining us. She is a singer, actress, influencer, all kinds of things. So, Katrina, thanks for stopping by for a couple of minutes. And how is it exciting to be, I know you're not a huge fan, but to just be around this atmosphere and just to see how overwhelming it is?
Yeah, well, thanks for having me on. This is a whole new world to me. It's really cool though, and seeing how
A whole new world. You ready?
exactly. No, it's so cool just being in this environment. I'm learning a lot. That's for sure. I love it. It's good energy, and everyone's excited and happy to be here. I'm happy here.
Have you seen any people that you get starstruck over?
Not quite. I don't really know too many people here yet. I'm learning. Okay, we're working on that.
Well, you seem to have a lot of confidence, and but tell us a little bit about how your career started. How did you get involved in singing and find out you had talent?
Yeah, so I actually started playing piano when I was 4 years old, and I saw a video of Alicia Keys, and she was playing piano and singing, and I watched that video and I was like, I'm gonna do that. And from there I just really got into music. I'm from Toronto, Canada. I moved here to the US when I was 14, 15, and kind of just fell into all that social media world stuff, and yeah, working on music. I dropped 2 albums, working on my next one, so it's really exciting.
And you write most of your stuff and create most of your own stuff.
Yeah, so I co-write everything, and right now it's me and my best friend actually that are working on my next project, and so she knows everything about me, so we work really well together. Yeah, hopefully that's going to come out really soon.
And you call yourself an influencer, so how can us old people follow you on TikTok, Instagram, MySpace, all those?
MySpace. Wow, I don't even have a MySpace. I was too young for that era.
You weren't even born when MySpace and Tom came out, so.
My Instagram is Katrina Stuart Official, and my TikTok's Katrina Stuart. Just search my name on everything, you'll find me.
And what do you want to be when you grow up?
What do I want to be when I grow up? I want to be an astronaut. I'm just kidding. No, a singer. I want to be a singer. Go on tour.
Well, you're doing good so far. When's the album drop? Do you have a name? Where do we get albums these days? Because Canada they're still on 8-track, right? Or do they have cassettes and albums and stuff like that?
What is that? Everything is like streaming, Spotify, Apple Music. You can find my music on all that. Just under Katrina Stuart. And I've got 2 albums out and working on the next one, so that should hopefully come out in the next few months. But stream the other music in the meantime. I just dropped a single called Poker Player, and it's really nice.
As long as it's not Poker Face, that's been done before. And and you and Ryan, you guys should record an album together, or do a hit of like something from Greece or some, Summer Lovin', or
That's a good idea.
just throw that out, put it out for charity, do something, get some hits and streams.
That would be amazing, yeah. We'll definitely talk about that.
All right. I want my 10%. It was my idea. So.
Make it 5 and you have a deal.
Okay. All right. It has been a great week on Radio Row, and thank you, Katrina, for stopping by. We are so excited to have had our 100th episode, which you were part of last night, but we also had some celebrities that gave us a shout out, including one in cartoon form.
Hey, it's Tom Kennedy, the voice of SpongeBob SquarePants. On behalf of my lawyers, Geary, Stein, and Stevens, I just want to say congratulations on 100 wonderful episodes.
Hold on, I had it muted. Doesn't get better than SpongeBob himself, right?
That's amazing.
See,
cool.
So you run with SpongeBob. It's a whole
besties
Disney themed cartoon theme day with everybody. So hopefully we'll see you on the big screen, the small screen, and whatever screen you download videos on, right?
Exactly. Thank you for having me.
All right, Katrina, thanks a lot. Best of luck. I know you don't care, but do you have a pick in the game based on color, mascot, anything?
The 49ers.
There you go. All right. Well, thanks for joining us here on Radio Row. We continue to have fun. Of course, don't forget to support us. Follow Geary, Stein, and Stevens on all media platforms, and you can download us on Roku, your home TV, and, of course, all of our guests, and we gave you this last night, of course, gets this beautiful, thanks to Kelly Williams, from our Serendipity Yachts, Cruises, and Events. So you already have yours, so you don't get another. You're rich enough.
Sure do.
All right. This is Dave coming from Radio Row. In a couple of minutes, we've got Kevin Malone, former GM, joining us to talk baseball at the Super Bowl. Stick with us.
Thank you for watching the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show from Super Bowl 58. You can watch all of the episodes at yourhometv.com or download the Your Home TV app on Roku. Follow the boys on all social media and podcast apps.